So it is that time of the year again. Today we are playing the newly released Football Manager 2024 game. This one is going to be on the console today. I know that the PC version is the best version to play to get all the features, but some of us don't have the gaming PC, some of us only have the console, and today I'm going to try it out on the Xbox, and you do get it included with Game Pass as well. It's got a couple licenses built into the game, and I'm just going to give it a bash, see if it's any good, see if it's better than FC24 Career Mode. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like for me and make sure you subscribe for more FC24. And to start things off, we have some options here. So for single player, you have a Career Mode where you have the full featured simulation experience, manage your team your way. And then we've got the second one, which is create a club. So create your own club and lead them to glory. And then we've got the third one, which is the challenge mode, where there's a series of challenges to really prove you have what it takes to succeed as a manager. Today I'll probably do the normal career one, but there's also the online mode. So you have online career, host an online game and play with friends and Football Manager players around the world. Fantasy draft, build the team of your dreams and go head to head against your friends. And then there's the versus mode. Take your career team online and play against the best that the world can offer. So these sound like good options to have. EA, pay attention. There's also a store. So this is how they make their money. £200 million boost costs $8.25. Maybe EA has to start using these sort of things to try and get some revenue for career mode. And we've got this one, Dream Transfer. Transfer one player from any other team in the world to your club, $6.76. And also transfer restrictions lifted. Removes loan restrictions, work permits, transfer windows, and makes all players interested in moving to your club. $5.25 there. Bank boosts, look at that. Then you've got unlockables, no sacking, $3.76. I feel like EA is going to do this one day. And design a son as well. Okay, so you can design a son. Golden generation, nationality restrictions lifted. These are like basic settings you could have in a game, but they charge money for it. Dodgy lasagna gives any team a bout of food poisoning. Okay, so cheat your way to victory. Magic sponge, lifetime contract. So there's so many different things. EA is going to start copying this soon and start charging. Let's start a new game here. And you can load from previous FM23 saves now as well. The way you control the menus is a little bit dodgy because you're using a controller. But you sort of get used to it. It's not the best system out there. Do you consider yourself an experienced Football Manager player? No, I don't, but I'm going to click yes anyway because I don't want to see any tutorials. So we start as a club manager, but you can also start as an international manager, start as a club and international manager, or start unemployed. So there's a few different ways you can start, and you can be based around Europe, the Premier League, and I think there's a few other countries around like Asia. So we've got the A-League there, fully licensed, and the clubs in the Premier League would not be licensed. There is a few licenses for clubs like Man City, but as you can see, there's a lot of generic clubs as well. I think we'll do Man City today. Next up, we need to create our manager. So as you can see, basic stuff like first name, last name, nationality, date of birth, gender as well. And then we move on to some sort of customization here. So it's not like EA's one. It's not set out like that, but you can sort of customize the look of your guy a little bit. I think I do prefer EA's version a bit more. We can do some pretty cool hairstyles, I guess. There's facial structure, facial hair, skin details, eye color, eyebrows, and the attire there. There's a few things to choose from in terms of clothes, but obviously EA's one is a little bit better. You do have some aids like hearing aid and eye patch, and you can put glasses on your guy, a ring, earrings, and wrist stuff, face paint as well, and a badge as well on the suit. I think I'm happy with this. I'm just going to keep it like that. So appointment reaction. The press release regarding your appointment has now gone live. I have collected some reactions for you. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Karma as our new manager. Vapex has the board's full backing and we are excited for the times ahead. I love his profile picture. It looks amazing. Doesn't even smile. Good luck to Mr. Karma, who has been confirmed as the new city manager. And then we've got some tweets here. EA, pay attention. Where's the tweets in career mode? From Bill here, it says, don't know how Karma will get on, but hope he does a good job. Jason says here, what are we playing at? Vapex Karma of all people. Yeah, I agree with that one, man. Club introduction. This is a good time to familiarize yourself with some key info about the club. So you've got the license kits here. Reputation is continental. Media prediction is first. Finance is rich. And the citizen side of 2023 was one for the ages, winning a clean sweep of the Champions League, Premier League, and FA Cup. Tells you about the stadium as well, and even how there's changes to the capacity from the 1st of July 2025. State-of-the-art facilities as well. So you can see all the trophies that the club's won, and a PRM underneath that. I don't know what PRM means. Your principles are the foundation of your methods and what defines you as a manager. How your players react to your decisions and to various situations will depend on these. Okay, so we can suggest principles. So dedication, maximum effort, respect, perfectionism, intelligence. You don't even get this in career mode. Look at all these options here. I think dedication is what I'm looking for. We need to pick another two. Consistency is important as well. And I guess expressionism as well. Let the players be themselves on and off the pitch. We've even got a press officer that says, welcome to Man City. I'll be keeping you up to date with news from around the world. I am enclosing a copy of the Evening Manchester News article on your appointment. So as you can see, I love the photo, man. The photo's ridiculous. Couldn't even get a decent photo. I don't like the menu controls. It's a little bit dodgy at times, but it says here, club vision and expectations meeting. Okay, so we can accept the vision or negotiate it. It says play attacking football required. Don't like this control system at all, but I think I'll just stick with that for now. Don't really know what I'm doing. Man City players in last year of contract, so it tells you about that as well. So we've got a few guys there. One guy is high value, Jan Kuto. We're going to offer him a contract. This is what the negotiation room looks like. It's not like EA's one, but we'll just offer that. This is what my client is after. Okay, so you've got the budget on the bottom left there. That's what he wants. We'll just finalize it and we'll just exit the talks there. Looks like they're happy with that. Here is the main menus of FM24. As you can see, there's a lot of different things to take a look at. The home stuff is just your fixtures and your table and some board confidence stuff as well. At the moment, it's still early days. Manager profiles up next. As you can see, you can take a look at different attributes. Contract details, you can see when it expires, bonuses and clauses. There's promises that you can make apparently. There's my history as well that you can take a look at. Keeps track of all your stats. And my manager timeline as well. Now we hit the LT button and we go to inbox. That's where you can check your emails. And there's also the social feed as well. So we can go there and see all the tweets. EA, pay attention. This is what we need in career mode. Take a look at that. You've got the news section there. Transfer window news as well. I think it's more comprehensive than EA's career mode football manager. So here we've got the squad details. So let's just say we click on a player. Where's Haaland? There he is. You can see the stats about the player, the transfer info, more personal information as well, his favourite personnel, favourite clubs. So it says he's a lead supporter as well. On the right, you've got the playing time. You've got short-term plans and long-term plans. One day he would like to be captain at the club. Positives and negatives as well for his happiness. Contract terms and details. His transfer stuff as well. His development, you can take a look at his stats there. Reports, it's got pros and cons, his squad comparisons, current ability and potential ability. You can see his different things there like form, analysis, medical report. It's so much more comprehensive when you compare this to career mode, where there's not really that much stats and different things to take a look at for your players. I like Football Manager because it gives you a lot more detail. You've got the medical center where you can take a look at some of the injuries and assessments by the head physio. There's reports that you can take a look at as well from your assistant, your squad depth as well, players on international duty and numbers. Now we go to dynamics. Let's see what that's all about. So you've got your principles there that we spoke about earlier, player buy-ins, mindsets as well. Look at this. I don't like the control system. That's the only thing that lets this game down because it's a little bit dodgy. Probably better on a PC or a touch screen. Next, we've got the tactics here. So this is your team lineups. You can switch players around, I guess. Formations as well. Then you've got your player stuff, set pieces as well. So zonal marking, player marking, hybrid. Looks like there's different things there. Your input is required to better understand your set pieces. Okay, so we'll do player marking. How many players do you like to leave forward? I think I like the counter attack. How do you prefer the ball to be delivered from attacking set pieces? I think central. And how do you want your set pieces to be delivered into the penalty area? We'll do in swinger. So you can select your penalty takers there. Then you've got captains as well. Now we move on to Data Hub. Welcome to the Data Hub. The analysis team is hard at work putting together data. We'll start sending reports after 3 league matches, okay? So this is the kind of things you can expect from the Data Hub. Key findings are underneath. General performance reports are there as well. You can see how much detail there is for the stats there. You don't really get this in career mode, all this kind of data and analysis. This is what I love in these management games. You've got player stats there, and you can break it down into goalkeepers and all that. I do not like this menu design, but it is what it is. Matches is there as well. You can see the expected goals match story. If you love your data and you love your stats and analysis, this game could be for you. Staff looks alright as well. Look at this. So you've got Chief Scout, the manager, head of youth development, head physio, assistant manager, and director of football as well. There's even the chairperson. Tells you a bit of stats about the staff member as well. And I think there's contract details. I don't know if you can fire them or hire them. Training is up next. As you can see, it's been updated. You can now change your training focus here for the following week. So you've got attacking units, defending units, and a few other things there. Individual training plans as well, I believe here. And then you've got mentoring that you can put a group together and mentor them. Schedule is up next. This is basically where you take a look at your fixtures. Competitions as well. This is where you take a look maybe at the comps you're in. Recruitment is up next. You can see recommendations, player search as well, shortlist, transfer negotiations, clauses. So you can see you've got clauses in the game as well. Some players do have installments. Julian Alvarez, River will be due $650k after another 19 league appearances. You don't get this sort of stuff in career mode. You've got all the clauses in Football Manager. This looks really cool. So much more detail, like I said, so much more detail. You've even got player buyback clauses as well. Then we've got the staff search. Okay, so this is where you find different staff. Under 23s manager and a few other things there. Director of football is up next. So he handles the incoming transfer activities for players on the target list. Transfer history as well. And then that's basically it for that one. Club info. You can see the kits and all that. And then we've got the club vision. Even tells you the details of the pitch. Do you ever see that in career mode? No. There's so much more detail here. This isn't even the PC version, and it's got so much more detail. You can see the information about your club there, the legends of the club, icons as well, and also affiliated clubs. So Celtic and all that. Then you've got history as well, club background, all the competitions you might have won. So I really like this sort of stuff. I do like how it's so much more detailed than career mode. Next up, we've got finances. So you can check the balance, the profit and loss this month, the income and expenses. There you go. Look at all the receipts, the wages and expenses, debt and loans, sponsors and other. And then we've got the development center as well. So this is for youth players. 17 players out on loan. And then we've got the reserve squad as well. So let's take a look at that. So you can even play around with the reserve team. And I guess that's pretty much your FM24 menus and all that. The last thing to do is pretty much take a look at the actual gameplay. But before we get there, looks like we've got another email. Season ticket sales update. We've sold 26,000 season tickets. Alright, so we reached the game against Arsenal in the Community Shield final. But before we play that game, I wanted to take a look at this and show you some things. So you can see there's work permits in the game. So players in your team will be granted work permits. And there's also monthly loan stats summaries that you get for the players that are out on loan. Jan Kuto seems to be the big name here. So let's go to the loan report. You can check his stats there, his rating, and if he's playing or not. I really like this because in career mode, it's pretty hard to sort of see how your players are going when they're out on loan if they're not playing in the same comps as you. You get the scouting report before the game, so you can see the strengths and weaknesses, the lineup as well. And you've got fixtures and results for some matches around the world. Now we have to respond to an email. You must decide on the players' collective bonuses for the season's Premier League and other competitions, and also the staff bonuses. Any decrease or increase in amounts will correspondingly be added or subtracted from the budget. So we'll keep everything on normal, but you can go high and low. So much more things to do, so many extra little details that you don't get in FC career mode, of course. Couple articles to read before the game if you want. Question from Sky Sports, so we can respond to these questions. Are you looking forward to the spectacle of the Community Shield? So these are like the press conferences. Now we get into the team selection where you can just play around, take a look at the opposition stats, set pieces, penalties and captains, change your formation, change your mentality as well. So we'll do attacking. Now at the top it says instant result. You can do a quick sim or you can play. You can see the tweets before the game and also the official team sheet as well. So the thing with the gameplay in Football Manager is that it's not like FC24 where you actually control the players on the field. You get all the player faces, the graphics and all that. This is basically you watching the gameplay and then you make the tactical decisions like you would as a manager. So that's the only difference. Most of the time you're going to be waiting for highlights. You can check the stats and expected goals and all that while you play the gameplay. So obviously, yeah, you can see it's not like FC24 gameplay. The graphics and all that are not the main focus here. But the players do play like footballers, I guess. It has improved over the years a lot. Here's Foden, plays it into Doku, and Haaland collects it and scores. Thought there was a penalty shout there, but it doesn't matter. Now you can change the mentality as well. While you play, there's instructions and tactics and subs and all that. We can hit that as well to change the settings for the gameplay. So you can change the camera angles. You can change it from key highlights to extended highlights, comprehensive highlights, or a full game. So if you want to watch the full game, of course you can do that. So that's how the gameplay works there. But that's pretty much your FM24 console experience. Like I said, the PC version is much better. You get a lot more stuff. But the console version is not bad. And for those people that can't access the PC version, you might actually have an Xbox with Game Pass. This is free, and I think it's worth a bash, you know? If you don't like career mode, if you're looking for more things to do in a Football Manager game, this could be for you. I do recommend playing the full version on PC, but if you can't, this is the next best thing. And also there's a mobile version for your iPhones and all that as well. We might take a look at that one as well. But let me know if you ended up buying FM24 as well.